Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Tommy and welcome to my hobby channel. Today we've got a hobby versus retail kind of review. We're doing it. It's the first UFC card of the year, UFC 324. Patty Pimlet, who is on the cover of this release, is fighting Justin Gaethje for I'm pretty sure it's the interim title. Since Tapira is kind of coming back. But yeah, it should be a fun card. I'm looking forward to it, and I kind of wanted to mark the occasion with something a little different. And this release just released yesterday, and I went out to one of my local card shops and picked up a bunch. The hobby box ran about $180 plus tax. I'm going to set this aside because we're going to do the retail first. Blasters were $20 and megas were $30, so I think I've got like one extra blaster in terms of like price over the hobby box, but I wasn't entirely sure. I was looking over the boxes. The blasters have the one exclusive lava chrome. I'm just gonna kind of start opening these as I keep talking, and then I think the megas have X-Fractors. I didn't think there would be a chance at any autos, but I have seen on Twitter a couple of people say, they pulled autos out of the megas, so that might be, I was fully expecting this to be a fairly lopsided hobby win. I'm really just kind of more interested to see the cards put together the set. And then, yeah, I want to rip a hot box just to kind of kick off the new year. So, let's get these blasters out of the way. But, yeah, UFC 324, start of the year. Originally, it was going to be a two-title fight card. Kayla Harrison had to pull out of her fight against Amanda Nunes, citing a neck surgery. If I'm being honest, she was doing an interview a couple days after her surgery without a neck brace on, and I am pretty sure she just was never going to make weight. She posted a video about 2 weeks out where she was already cutting, and she looked terrible. And that's not like, a slight against her. It's a slight against the nature of the sport itself and how some of the athletes, how much weight they're actually cutting. I don't think Kayla Harrison should be fighting at 135. I don't think she can make 135. But they got rid of the women's featherweight division, so here we are. But, alrighty, I guess we'll start with this one first. Get all the other boxes kind of, see what we got. Pack by pack. Alright, Stadium Club. Hoping to see some action photos. Ariane De Silva. I'm not going to lie. The font is leaving a little bit to be desired right now. I'm not a big fan of the font. Okay, this is the Miranda Maverick pack as we go into a Raul Rosas Chihuihuis. So, interesting. So, we've got Stadium Club Chrome card. Cool. This is, I guess, a negative parallel. Or, whatever they want to call it. And then this is a teal, non-numbered. Don't know how many of those will be seen per box. Let's keep going. Yasmin Yaguiri, Peter Yan, Islam Makhachev, and Molly McCann, and Themba Gorimbo. Okay, so it's looking like we might get a chrome card per pack. Kind of separate the hits here from the base. Get a little organized. Sorry, I've got way too many cards on my desk right now. I've been going through, thinking about doing some stack sales. Might have to do on whatnot because I've just got so many low-end, like $1 to $2 cards that I've got lying around that I don't need anymore. Gilbert Burns. Oh, hey. Carlos Olberg to 75. I believe he's fighting Yuri. And I don't know if it's for the title or not. I should probably know that. But okay. Numbered. Sweet. Power packed. I like the old school Top Stadium Club logo from the 90s. Jack Della Maddalena. And Orlaby rookie card. Cool. The teal. So nice to know that there's numbered stuff in here. Nice to know that there's autos in the megas, because they really don't advertise any of that. Stephen Thompson, Norma Dumont, Melissa Mullins on the. This is a sepia. That's. Okay, I guess those are the same finish. One of them looked like, you know, the black and white, as opposed to, I guess those are sepias, which makes sense. Those are usually tops. And then, ooh, hey, Bahia. Yeah, I don't know if Alex is vacated 205. I don't know. You know, it's been 6 weeks. I really haven't been locked, you know. I need a refresher, to be honest with you, even though I watch every card every weekend. Sometimes you just step away for a minute. You got other things on the mind. So there's a Chiriri. Dustin Poirier, Brendan Allen on the Kopilov, regular rookie, and then Kevin Holland. Yeah, see, Kopilov being a rookie in this really, you know, this is the same thing we do every year with Topps. Kopilov, I think, been in the UFC probably 4 or 5 years. Derek Lewis, he's fine today. Fine Waldo Tapuria. Raquel Pennington, this is our lava. Okay, cool. And that's the chrome. So I guess maybe the chromes are going to be... and then we get a Sean Strickland. I don't know if this is base. He's fighting in Houston. It looks not base. Special Forces. Card from Topps Stadium Club. I don't know if that's like a 1 per box insert or what. I'll have to look it up. And Weston Wilson. Okay, not too bad for our first box. Got a number to 75. Let us get into blaster number 2. Alexa Grasso. Umar Nurmagomedov. He's fighting today. He's fighting Figgy, Davison Figueiredo. Sergey Pavlovich. And Islam on our teal... I guess parallel. Those are pretty much one pack. Norma Dumont again. Rob. Another 75. Michelle Bahia. So I don't know if... And this is kind of... It's not really... You know, this is more of a... See, I collect purple parallels, but I don't want to quite call that purple. I mean, it does look purple, but it also look... This is like a fuchsia. I'd have to look it up to see what they say. Instavision, Umar Nurmagomedov, and Yasmin Lucindo. I don't know if the number to 75. It'd be weird if they were like exclusive to the blasters. It's like, why wouldn't you put that on the blaster then? You know, I mean, the lack of advertising on this particular retail release was kind of shocking. Like, it's basically just like the 1 parallel you get. Doesn't even say look for, you know, they always say look for something, even though you and I both know the chances of that something being in there are probably pretty rare. Joshua Van, the current flyweight champion, whether you like it or not, or excuse me, 135 champ. No, flyweight. Who am I thinking of? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Pantoja. Yeah, I'm blanking on it. I like, get lost in the sauce sometimes. So, Jan. Bonfim rookie. Arnold Allen is fighting Jan Silva today. That should be a good fight. Shamil Gaziev. Just a base rookie. And then Joaquin Buckley. Need to pick up the pace a little bit. Don't want to make this such a crazy Kazama rookie. Amir Albazi, that's what I thought, but that B looks like a GC. I'm not a fan of the weird ass font. That's not my favorite. Duplessis. I don't know why that one looks a little shinier than the last one. So, and then Marlon Vera. Last pack for blaster number 2. Even got a new trash can, so I'm not throwing packs up. Bukowskis also fighting. A lot of guys fighting today. These packs so far. He is fighting. Geez, I could see his name. Or I can see his face right now. It's a Ukrainian guy. I'll think of it in a sec. Fedor Petrino, rookie. Lamar Murphy. And Carl Williams, rookie on the teal. Box number 3. God, dude, I can see. And Kopilov is stuck in my mind. Krylov. Nikita Krylov. That's his fight. I was like, I've seen Kopilov's name too many times. I can't get it out of my mind. Volkovs. Bruno Silva. Nicolau. Sadikov. Is he even in the UFC anymore? Should I look that up? I don't think he's in the UFC anymore. Also, you know, I'm confusing with the dude who came over from Bellator. He's from Uzbekistan. See, a lot of these guys, they just show up and then they're gone. It's kind of hard to, you know, keep track. Claudio Ribeiro. Sergey. Steven Erseg, rookie insert. And then we get another teal Raul Rosas. Chihuahuas, as we like to call them. Adolfo Bellato, rookie. Vinicius Oliveira, rookie. Ian Machado Gary on the chrome. Tatiana Suarez on the, I guess we're calling these the sepia now. And Colby Covington teal. Hey, Kayla Harrison. There she is. Look, I hope she gets better. I'd like to see her fight Amanda, but I just really don't think almost killing yourself every time is... I don't think that juice is worth the squeeze, but what do I know? Gamrot. Carlos Paredes. I like that picture. Macy Chiasson. So, not gonna lie, for like other sport releases, I know Stadium Club is like a really cool, like soccer is really cool, baseball is all, you know, classic. Kind of disappointed with the images that they've chosen for these cards. Like a lot of people with their hand raised and a lot of like, you know, like Nakamura, like, okay, like what are we doing here? Like we probably stood here for like 15 seconds looking at that guy. Could have used, I think, more. Now, the other thing is it's hard to get action photos of fighters, again, because Joe Pfeiffer, Chrome, Lava. But, you know, look at this one. Hey, okay, I mean, like, he's landing something right here. This might be the biggest punch we've seen land. Michael Page. So I guess these kind of special forces might be one a blaster. That's kind of cool. And Sean Brady. But, like, having somebody just with their hand raised, you could put that in any release. Stadium Club, I thought was supposed to be more like, you know, like you're there, you're in the stadium, you're watching it happen. You know, okay, you could, you know, this looks like the posturing they do for the pre-fight fight package videos. Like, okay, I mean, I like this, you know, that's cool. You know, walkout pictures, something that's different. It's a little different celebration from Mackenzie Dern, Gaziev, and Ulanbekov. Okay, no numbered card in box number 3. That was the first one, so I guess they're not all gonna have a number 275 in them. Grant Dawson, Gilbert Burns, Stephen Thompson, Joaquin Buckley, and Alonzo Minifield. Murzakanov, Poirier. Oh, here we go. So Victoria Dudakova, the 75. So 3 out of the 4 blasters we had hit us with a numbered 75 parallel. Not bad. Don't hate that. I wonder if that blaster was just like, you know, an exception, or whether we just got super lucky with 3 of the 4 that I picked off the counter. They had, when I walked into the hobby shop yesterday, they had all of them like set up on the counter, so you just kind of pick which ones you wanted to go. Valentina Shevchenko for a teal, which is cool. I like kind of picking my own boxes. And I kind of feel like I haven't picked well recently. Most, the downtown I pulled the other day was picked by somebody in Target's warehouse. So thanks to them. But in terms of blasters, not too bad. Caitlin Vieira and Kai Kara France. 2 more packs for the blasters, then we hit our megas. Christian Duncan. Khalil Roundtree. I kind of like how that one, it's got a white background. The rest have been fairly dark. Mike Breeden. I don't know why they did that. Charles Oliveira. Henier de Ritter. It'd be interesting to see him try to bounce back here shortly. And Chare. I can never say that dude's name. There's too many R's in there. All right. Prates. Peter Yan. Danny Barlow. Okay. And, hey, Derek Lewis. Nice way to cap off the blaster portion of our opening. So far, blasters are 50-50 base and inserts / hits. So I'm cool with that. Move that stuff off to the side. And let's hit the megas. I can't punch in the bottom of the megas like you can the blasters. So I'm just hoping, knowing that they are live, I'd kind of like to see an auto out of one of these. Give us a little something. Hobby's got 2 guaranteed autos. Hit way more numbered than I thought we would out of the blasters, which is cool. But there's only one way to find out. So, and I know, as I record this and as we all are going to tuck in and watch the UFC fights later, the country's being gripped by a pretty bad winter storm. It is like 40 degrees down here in Texas, and of course people are losing their minds. It's supposed to drop to, the 20s tomorrow. Usually that's like DEFCON status around here. But I'm tucking in. I've got some cards to rip and sort through, and hopefully we're red foam. Look at that. Hopefully, just ride it out with dogs and cats. So here's 1 mega. I kind of like the added foam for protection instead of. I don't know why they don't have the little cardboard tongue that they usually do. There's 2 megas. And here is our 3rd mega. All right. Scissors out of the way. And there we go. Let's see what we got. These packs are noticeably thicker. The blasters have 5 cards. These have 10. Oddly enough. So, Macy Barber. Jake Matthews. Again, I'm having such a hard time reading this. The damn first name is Patty Bimlett. I have no idea why they decided to do that, but I hope this is the only release they do it with. Hunter Campbell. CBO. Is the Chief Business Officer. Not gonna lie, hate that card. It's a refractor. Did all the rest of those say refractors that I've pulled out? Aldo Cortez. Rookie card. Hey, he's fighting my guy today. So Walter Cortez, I kind of like that. I don't know what's going on here with this. It's kind of a throwback. I don't know why this one looks different, but it does, and I kind of like it. So, all right. Yeah, get the brass out of the release. I don't care about Hunter Campbell or Dana White or Jeff Rogan or any of these people. Here's Jan Blachowicz on our first X Factor. I don't care about any of those people. I care about the fighters. That's who we're here to collect. Nobody's going to want to rainbow Hunter Campbell. Get him out of here. Be like, hey, man, just pulled this Ed Hockley parallel. I'd actually, you know what? I'd rather see some MMA refs in here than that dude, to be honest with you. Get Herb Dean. Where's Herb Dean's rookie card at? Brandon Moreno. We're going to kind of fly through these. Tracy Cortez, Peyton Talbot, Nikita Krylov, Joe Pfeiffer. What's going on here? Just an orange Joe Pfeiffer. Okay. Unnumbered orange. Cool. Cool. Melissa Mullins and Chippe. Okay, no. So the other ones, I'm going to have to go back and now check every Topps Chrome card I pulled just to see if any of them other ones are refractors. Can't believe that's the refractor we got so far. So Josh Emmett. Hey, look at him. Get out of here, Dan. Johnny Walker. What happened to my lighting? I feel like my lighting got screwed up. I don't know why this all of a sudden became so dark. Apologies for the dark video. Yeah. Davidson, Figueroa. Hold on. I've got to make a light adjustment here. Maybe not. Okay. Davison. And Joe Pfeiffer. Green. This is non-numbered again. Non-numbered. Chrome, though. Okay. Hitting the non-numbered. This is what I thought the non-numbered stuff would be. Destiny. Would be in the blasters. Irene Aldana. What do I know? All right. God, Manuel Torres. I cannot read these first names. Worth a lick. Nate. I can read that one. Farid Brasharat. Eduardo Mora. Benoit Saint-Denis. I don't know why it won this tournament. I kind of hate this. Tony Ferguson on our unnumbered Chrome autograph card. Luana Santos. Okay, here's our auto. Orange Chrome auto. Hey, that's on card. Okay. Oh, and that's the 25. Huh. Interesting. Luana Santos. I know that. To 25 on card auto. Kopilov and Khalil Roundtree. That's not a refractor, is it? No, sure isn't. But I like that. Okay. Not a bad pull. Yo, I'm not going to lie. This is completely unexpected. I thought I had basically just wasted $200 on retail and was going to feel like a boob. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below. You know, for a equivalent retail rip, again, this was like $200 in retail compared to the $180 for the hobby. I'm pleasantly surprised. Zellhuber, Limos, Vera, Vieira, Godinez, Gonzalez. Did she get married? Lupe got married? Okay, I didn't know that. Or maybe that's just been her full name the whole time and I just didn't know that. Bo Nickel. Pfeiffer. Black. So, okay, I guess they do have black parallel too. Hype machines. I like some of these parallels, or some of the inserts rather. Naimov and Ayer. All right, last pack for Mega Box 1. Teresis Duplessis. Jose Aldo. One of the goats. One of my goats. Daniel Hooker. Ariane De Silva. Talitze. That's a pretty sick card. That's pretty sick. Trey Waters. Talitze might be in the lead for best base card right now. So we've got, I think, 3 oranges and a green. Nakamura into the Bo Nickel Chrome, which is not a refractor. Oh, so far the only Chrome refractor we've got is freaking Hunter Campbell. What do we got? Paul Craig. First card out of box 2. Bruno Silva. Mataus Nicolau. Just a colorful background on that one. Pavlovich. Paulo Costa. That is a refractor. Yep. Okay. A fighter refractor. Look at us. Tapuria. Zhang Wei Li. I kind of like that they finally put her last name first, the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, I wasn't even taking inventory of the X-Factors last box. Getting both on the first one. He's fighting next week. Fighting Diego Lopez. Starting off the year strong. You know, now that we're out of the pay-per-view model, and I guess they don't have to spread out fans having to buy these cards, we might, you know, start seeing some runs. I don't know how they're going to, you know, fill out the rest of the year, but Michael Chandler. orange, Charles Teal, Michael Morales. I'm gonna be too greedy for asking for a second auto. I mean, of course, it doesn't help that. Oh, there's so many fucking cards around. Excuse my language. Brandon Moreno with the green. Power Pact. I don't know why that was turned around. Umar and Zahabi. Zahabi for the hobby. Alrighty, going to be coming in at about 30 minutes. Try to get quick, done, close to done. Kai Asakura, who having a tough time coming over from Ryzen, as we got the JDM and the Tabitha Ricci. 2 more packs. Let's see what we got in here. Jamal Hill. Morales, Yadong Song fighting today. He's fighting Sean O'Malley. Rose Namajunas fighting Natalia Silva. So we got quite a bit of fighters from today showing up. Eduardo Mora. I guess those are black parallels, which is kind of weird. A lot of unnumbered color parallels. Corey Sandhagen. Ooh, last pack for box number 2 before we hit the last box for the day. Ritter, Yasmin, Volk, Wonder Boy, Poirier, Depuria, Dudakova, Justin Gaethje showing up right before the main event. Arman Saryukin and Ritter. Okay, let's see what the last box, last mega, has in store for us. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to lie. So far, I kind of feel like the releases should be flipped. I feel like the numbered, and I don't know, you know, the auto is nice, but I feel like most of the numbered stuff you'd think would be in a mega, not the other way around. Oop, that. Sticking those chrome cards in the hip pile. Why was this one turned around? We're going to find out they've got, like, image variations of this shit. That'll be annoying. You know, not only do you have... I guess that would... I don't know. I'll have to check. God, this is going to be annoying. I'm going to be annoyed if we're doing the image variations on the tops. Like, we don't need it in Stadium Club. It's already weird enough. Bonfim, Mora... Benoit Saint-Denis on the orange, and then I thought that was a chrome. Gilbert Burns Teal and a Casey O'Neill. So yeah, that must have been an image variation. We're gonna go back here now. So there must be image variations, I guess. Great. Go back and make note of that. So, Kamaru Usman, whose brother just got suspended for steroids. And one of the least surprising developments of all time. Okay, Adrian Yanez to 50. I was about to say the auto was numbered, but that's only the second numbered we've hit from. I look purple. From the megas, so okay. Not disappointed by any stretch, but just interesting. Delete say. Eduardo Mora, I feel like I've seen her. Okay, well, buddy, if you've seen her a lot, you're seeing her again. Spoke too soon. Okay, last 2 packs. Pulling the numbered makes me a little less sure of getting an auto here in the last box, but we did get one. Ariane De Silva, Hype Machine, John Jones, Jessica and Albazi. Imavov, Bahalo, Guskov, Aspinall, Edson Barbosa. So I don't know if these like in the back. No, it must not be because it won't turn around. I have no idea. We're going to have to find that out. So, Fareed Basharat, Bo Nickel, and Leon Edwards finishing out the rip. So, for the absolute lack of advertisement on these boxes, I was pleasantly surprised. You know, fun color. You got some of the X fractors and stuff. I guess we've got image variations now. Did I already pass the numbered card? Yeah, okay. Got Giannis to 50. I'll sleeve that up here in a sec. These are just the mega hits. Looking for... Oh, okay. That was a numbered card to 199. Kind of hard to see that. Interesting. Wonder how many other things I missed. The oranges are not numbered, but I didn't think the other greens were numbered either. No idea. Are these the ones I just went through? I'm very bad about that. Paulo Costa Refractor. Go through here is our auto, the 25 of Luana Santos. Huh, I never noticed the chrome. Okay, they've got C's, so geez. Might be a pretty large set, all things considered, once you factor in the... This is what I'm talking about. So this was not numbered. The Brandon Moreno was to 199. But that one's not numbered. Okay. And then, not entirely sure why this is so. We'll have to find out if that's a short print or something. 100K, well, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. So, pick all these up. And we're just going to kind of, I know you guys probably done, tired of watching, but we're just going to flip through these real quick. Got the lavas. So, yeah, all things considered, I mean, like, you know, a lot of unnumbered color and stuff like that, but 75, set that aside. Nope. So, refractors, not as common as I'd think. Just kind of checking some of the backs of these to make sure. That's definitely not one. Another numbered for Michelle Pejea. I thought we had one more numbered. We did. It was of Carlos Olberg. So, yeah, maybe the 75s do live in the blasters. Who knows? Who knows? But all things considered, I had a really fun rip. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope to do a lot more this year. And if you guys are going to watch the UFC card later today, have fun. And come back tomorrow to see the hobby box for UFC Stadium Club. See you guys later.